All right, Big Man, today is Wednesday. It's September 7th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. It's Eddie, it's Danny, it's Hannah. What are you laughing at?
I just shoved a giant blanket off of me.
Yeah, you got a blanket, you got a pillow.
You got a Red Bull in a glass.
Red Bull in a glass. You got a fucking posh between your toes.
Yeah, all you need is the Flamin' Hot Cheetos bag.
Do you take offense to that?
In the Cookie Monster hat.
Get that out of here. Yeah, the Cookie Monster.
Eddie was a Cookie Monster hat guy in high school.
Fuck you, dude. That's offensive.
I'm kidding.
That's like with the, that's, hey, give Dan a hit of the posh. Hold on.
Oh, get that away from me. I told you, that's a cursed image.
Show it for the people.
Come on.
So fucked up.
I said it on Stool Scenes. That's like how an orangutan would hit a posh or something.
For the people for the people that aren't watching on YouTube, and if you are, please subscribe, and leave a comment and leave an upvote. I think all that helps.
All of it.
Hannah had her posh between her toes, and she took a hit.
Yes, Hannah has. We mentioned that on last week's Stool Scenes. Go watch it now. I called out Hannah Hannah has done that before when the cameras aren't on. I've seen her from across the office just casually hitting her posh with her toes.
Okay, I don't hit it with my toes. I think
you do. You put it between your big toe and your second.
I let it relax in there.
It's nasty. It's just nasty.
It's just tough.
Yeah,
it's a good way to. It's a good way to not get your posh stolen from you, though. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Or not elicit free hits from your posh.
Because it's in between toe jam and shit.
Yeah.
Do you get toe jam?
What the fuck is toe jam?
Acting like you don't know.
I don't even think toe jam is really a thing.
That's like a myth.
I think like the cotton pieces
sure.
of soccer a thing.
You know what is a thing?
What?
Belly button lint.
Yeah,
yes.
Big thing. You got to remember to wash that thing. The belly button.
Belly button's fucked up, bro. That's like they say that's a super dirty place. You got a ring?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do.
That's fucking. That thing's gnarly. I bet you that.
I bet it smells crazy in there.
Okay. Are you kidding me? That thing's been in the fucking Encore's pool and fucking Wet Republic's pool. That thing's fucking.
That thing wound up in Wet Republic's filter.
That thing's hurting
at one point.
My belly button's very clean because it's not that deep.
Oh really? I just had that surgery. Because I was having belly button issues.
Your leaky belly button.
Yeah, did I ever talk about that?
Your shit was kind of.
It was
shit was leaking from your belly button.
It was so fucked up, dude. It was disgusting.
What was leaking? Was it clear fluid? Was it?
It was like
thick?
His internal fluid.
Come on.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was, and bro, I tried everything. I was fucking going to the doctor, skin doctor. I was like, dude, this is not right. It smells fucking putrid.
Oh.
And I was like, what's going on? And so finally I went to.
What are you Googling?
What am I Googling?
Yeah.
Why
you're probably Googling.
I'm Googling everything. Everything. And I'm like, this is not right. Something's wrong.
There wasn't one result even on the third page being like, oh, you know what? This might happen here and there after getting influenza or something. No.
No. I thought it was just I truthfully thought.
So you're Googling mysterious liquid dripping out of my belly button.
Smelly liquid.
Correct.
Dripping out of my belly button.
Smelly, reddish liquid.
Red?
Yes, bro.
Give me a break.
Yes.
So it's half
I'm telling you, I acknowledge how fucking gross this is for the people out there.
My reaction is I think it's fucking scary.
That's
if I were
scary.
you.
Scary?
Not as gross, just scary.
Because
you got blood pouring out of your belly
scary,
button.
bro. It was so fucking bad. I would wear a white shirt and I'd look down, look like I had my period from my belly button. I swear to God.
All right, this suspense is killing me.
Did it smell so bad that you would sit there and smell it from your stomach, or were you tap, sniff?
I would typically tap, but there were times it was pungent enough where I would just
describe the smell, please.
Dead skin.
Yeah, maybe like
When you get a cast off like cheese.
No.
I meant a pussy smell.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to really put my finger on it.
Okay.
Because it's and I don't know. I don't know what it was. So I'm fucking going back and forth, and I'm getting all these fucking skin creams and going to skin. I was I gotta take care of this. I was you don't understand, lady. I can't just leak when I'm walking around.
It's interesting. You classify it as a skin issue off the bat.
Well, that's what I thought because. Well, what do you think it was? Well, why wouldn't it be skin?
I'm thinking I don't know, not skin. Some sort of. if you're leaking, I don't know. Like if your ears are leaking fluids, that's not a skin problem. That's like something
That's an internal problem.
You know, if a hole out of your body,
But
such as your belly button, is just leaking fluids.
Yeah, but your belly button.
You're just looking for a cork.
Yeah, but your belly button is it's not. There's no opening. Like, you know, it's just a hole.
It's just your third
You're
eye.
just trying to cork the hole, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, is there like some type of cut that like keeps opening, that like keeps busting? So I thought it was
Still
like
got part of your umbilical cord in there.
that's what it was.
What?
Yes. So that's what it was. It was an umbilical hernia. So it was something, I guess, when I was born with it, and most babies, it just heals naturally. I guess mine never did. So it was like a surgery, like it was like a problem waiting to happen. And some people, it's like it doesn't matter, nothing happens. But I had some type of pulmonary cyst or something. I don't know, some like weird, and it was like, and it just kept. And I'm like, yo, what do you think? Like they're like, well, you don't technically need to do anything, but then you're just gonna be leaking blood all over or you're gonna be leaking this shit all the time. I was like, bro, get the surgery. I'm not leaking this shit anymore.
Of course.
So I got the hole closed up.
Wow, good run though. You didn't start having problems till in your 20s? It was a problem since birth, basically?
No, not even the 30s.
30s?
Like, yeah, it's not like it was like a long running, but it was fucked, dude.
That sounds fucked.
I know. It was awful.
Did anyone else notice it at all? Like,
no,
you
like
gave
I
him
never,
a hug and
no. I've never been like, oh, dude, you kind of smell, or at least they don't say anything. But I never had like, what's that? The only thing that happened was I'm telling you, one time I was wearing a white shirt at a bocce tournament, and like, so my buddy's like, yo, dude, what the fuck? You can't fucking eat without getting shit on your shirt. I was like, yeah, you know, I dropped a meatball down, and I was like, I didn't tell him what it was,
Right.
You know, whatever. But bro, it was so fucking disgusting. So
yeah, a symptom like that, you're not eager to tell people because then they're just putting those thoughts in your head, like, what? Your belly button's leaking? Go.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor.
I'm putting these antibiotics in there. I'm like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was fucked.
So they closed it up, essentially.
Yeah. They basically popped it the other way. So it was open going towards my stomach. So they just and then you know what I mean?
I love how they were like, well, we can either fix this or you could just leak blood out of your belly button the rest of your life.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm leaning towards?
Yeah, but it would like come and go though. Like, so like I thought the situation was resolved and it went away for 6 months, and then it happened again. I was like, dude, what the fuck? You know, then I'm like, all right, like now it's like, it wasn't just a one-time thing. Because I was like, you know, you could brush medical shit off. But
sure.
all right, something happened.
You can.
Yeah. But then once it came back the second time, I was like, all right, we got issues.
Yeah.
So the solution was make your belly button an outie, essentially.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
But
so
it doesn't like from the inside though. But it doesn't look like that.
So you don't have an outie currently?
No.
Yeah, you had a belly button change.
But I definitely lost some depth though.
Really?
Yeah, I had a belly button change. Correct. Yeah.
You can change anything now. Eddie wasn't happy with his innie, so he decided to get an outie.
Outie, exactly.
Gross.
Yeah, it was very gross. It was fucking disgusting.
Well, going off that, we'd first be remiss not to say congratulations to Eddie for winning Surviving Barstool. He held it together all those recap episodes.
Yeah, I tried my best. Some people said that I said something that might have given it away. I don't think I did.
You did not.
We didn't know any of those times where we talked about it on any episode. So, and I didn't think you gave it away.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I forgot what I said. People thought Portnoy gave it away when he on the DPS when he said, I'm sure you thought you wish the prize money was higher, but I was like, I didn't even take that as at the moment because I was just like, yeah, if you compete on the show, why wouldn't you want a higher prize money? You know what I mean?
Did he even know at the time that you won?
That's what I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't even. He probably no.
Yeah, any contestant would wish the money was higher.
Exactly.
Winner or loser.
But yeah.
Congrats. Where's the mattress?
Thank you. I gotta see what's going on with that mattress.
She's like, as soon as you won, she's like, oh, we have a new mattress.
We
for the
want
office.
a mattress.
We got Eddie's old childhood mattress. Funny thing.
They're like, you think I'm gonna bring a new mattress here?
I thought you had like extra mattresses. Didn't you say you had like 3 mattresses?
I've got some mattresses.
What, they're just stacked?
Yeah.
You got a big Mac of a bed right now?
Yeah,
3 mattresses?
My basement is basically Rob Deerdeck's fantasy factory with mattresses that I've gotten from Barstool Sports.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's like nice.
Hidden perks.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it was fucking nuts. I don't know if there's any. I don't know if we got to rehash it or not. But I don't know if there's anything you wanted to know that I didn't think we got into because of that. But we covered a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, you kind of backstabbed Stephen Che. How do you think your relationship is
power
after
play.
that?
Power play, not snake move. Power play.
Power play. Yeah, he respected it, and I won the show because of it.
Yeah.
In part.
Yeah.
So he I don't care. At the time it was hard to do because I'm not kidding you, bro. Like when you're doing that shit and you're in that environment and you're so paranoid and you're so untrustworthy of people, every moment where you build a little bit of trust, it's like a million points. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not just like oh, nice. Like you did that for me. Like I appreciate it. This is like, I'll fucking, I'll die for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I said. Like, I trusted Rudy, Jackie, and Chase so much. Like, if Jackie fucking, if she's like, oh my God, I just knocked out the janitor downstairs. Like, we got to do something. I'd be like, all right, let's fucking take care of it. You know what I mean? Like, let's fucking bury this person.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
You guys really did stick together like you said you would from the jump.
Yeah. Except I didn't know she tried to actually turn on us at that one point, but.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Strong enough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like close now?
Definitely. I said that. Like, I've hung out with Rudy like a significant amount of time, but like we were never that close. We were always, just like in passing, like, because he was someone that we'd all like. If you're on the road, like there's certain people that are like always on the road, and he's one of them because he does stool scenes. Mm-hmm. And like we were always cool. Like we always had a good relationship. But now it's like definitely different for sure.
Yeah, so you'll never forget your time.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleeping in the office for a week together.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's the best way I could describe it too. For Hannah, you'll understand, and Danny, you might. But people will that are listening is it basically felt like pledgeship again. Mm. Like I was a pledge. Like I was just like you were. I don't know. It was weird. Sleep deprivation, paranoia. Having to do shit you don't necessarily want to do.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
I just want to say I did not get hazed, so I can't relate.
Did you really not get hazed?
No.
Yeah. Sororities have really kind of taken the foot off the pedal on that.
They consider dry week hazing, so we were allowed to drink all the time. Mm-hmm. So.
You were probably doing all those brush dance TikToks.
Yes, I did have to be the little middle person on the ground clapping.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the first year we did it, I was small enough to be that person.
Oh, nice. Were you a flyer?
No, my mom didn't think cheer was a real sport.
Oh, really?
No.
Bro, I disagree. I love your mom, but I disagree with her.
I totally disagree as well.
Heavy.
I totally disagree.
Do you watch that show Cheer on Netflix?
Have you? Mm-hmm. So crazy.
Dude, it's awesome.
It's crazy. It's really good. It's really, really good.
I saw the coach follows Barstool Chicago on Instagram.
What?
Like I want to invite her on the show.
Oh yeah,
you should.
Yeah, I love that show.
I think they had her on like Token CEO or whatever.
Did they?
How to be a coach. Yes.
She's like, have you watched it all?
No, I was gonna say a lot of our friends who are girls growing up, they were all like kind of intense.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders for like a rival high school.
Yes.
They won like nationals almost every year.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
while we were
crazy.
in high school. So
Shit is crazy.
I only know about it through that.
Yeah, but you remember though, Danny, like the big thing was our, asshole, whatever you want to say, high schoolness, fucking being males, was like, oh, cheerleading's not a sport. Like I was never that guy, but like people, we had many friends that were.
Sure.
The way this fucking show is, that's a fucking sport.
Yeah, you're a pure athlete.
Right. Anytime you're flinging another body into the air,
yes.
I think it should be considered a sport.
Exactly. I mean, it's so intense, and like you get one crack at fucking Daytona.
You do. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that girl who was in the air and just fell completely? Like, imagine you being held up, like all the way up, and you just falling, no one catching you, just on the ground.
It
looks. I guess
it's painful. You'd be a great flyer though.
No, I would be. I would be amazing.
Yeah.
Except you'd shatter if you ever hit the ground.
Her?
Not with that team. I would always be caught.
Yeah. You're a little too jumpy, maybe too.
Yeah, I'd be like.
You're like
a little squirmy.
You got too much jitter to you.
Too much jitter.
Especially Red Bull from a glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why.
It looks like apple juice though.
It does. Hey, before we continue, now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. It can be tough to train your brain to stay in problem-solving mode when faced with a challenge. But when you learn how to find your own solutions, there's no better feeling. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. So listen, I definitely recommend trying out some therapy if you need it. Danny, you agree?
Yeah, Hannah, we know you need it. So
Yes,
try it out.
exactly.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so go try out some therapy. If you need to talk to someone, there's obviously no shame. It's been covered on Barstool exhaustively, and I think everyone agrees. So if you're in a situation where you need some help, or even if you don't, if you're just like, hey, I just want to try it, go use BetterHelp. So it's a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapists at any time. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/walk today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/walk. Go do it.
And then, Eddie, not only did you win Surviving Barstool, but you were on Behind the Blog yesterday.
That came out yesterday. I still have to go listen to it. Because we are recording the day it came out. So, that was interesting. I've never been interviewed before, really, besides that.
I was going to say, it was an interviewer interviewing an interviewer.
It was interesting.
I liked it. A lot of DVD footage there. Never before heard from you.
Yeah, you're just, I don't know. We're the same in that way where we're just conditioned to be like, let's just fucking go,
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. So that's
what do you mean? We as in you and KFC?
No, it's you, like you and me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know, let's just keep it moving.
Okay. Tunnel vision.
Yeah, and you don't really stop to smell the roses that much and whatnot.
I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't know if you'd agree or not, but
yeah. What would you say is like your, how to phrase it, like ultimate kind of media tour things at Barstool? I imagine Behind the Blog has to be up there. You kind of have your week. Like I remember when you first went to New York, you were like the title of Stool Scenes that week. You went through everything. You went through the gauntlet. Yeah. So to do Surviving Barstool and Behind the Blog in the same, 2-week span, essentially.
Yeah, it's interesting. You don't think.
You've been on Part of My Take before, right?
I've actually never.
I thought, what was that? That was Advisors. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did You
did a short segment on there, am I wrong?
I did I recorded it was like a canned skit. Where I just read lines.
Yeah.
It wasn't an appearance.
Okay. It's close enough.
But yeah, you're saying what would be my.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've done it all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You host a Dave Portnoy show. You won a reality show.
That's a good question. I know there's definitely something that I've wanted to do.
Maybe a feature on anus. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You've been in Donnie Does videos.
There's definitely something. I'll get back to you. Okay. I don't know why I can't think of it.
Juan Don Don traveling the world.
I've done that with him before.
Yeah. The rodeo.
I've done that
with him before. I watched that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. There's so many new franchises and shows now that it's hard to pick.
I know. There's definitely something though. I know that for sure. It was a big one was going to the Super Bowl.
That was
huge.
Cool. Yeah.
Because when you're always watching as a stoolie, you're like, man, that looks so sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was. There's definitely something. I can't think of it right now, but I'll think of it.
All right.
Surviving Barstool must have been top 5.
That was sweet. That was fun.
As a big reality show guy,
yeah.
I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. That was very cool. I would say it's up there. What do you have any? Do you either of you?
Getting hired?
Yeah, I was gonna say I would be happy. I would be happy with anything. I would be happy with anything, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chance to follow along on Rediscovering America for a weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would probably be it. That's one of my favorite things that Barstool puts out as a whole.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Getting on Stool Scenes for the first time. I don't know. Getting hired was a crazy.
Oh fuck yeah! That's the thing. You got to realize I got
crazy.
There's been weeks now. It's been years now. Sorry, but I remember that shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah, dude, just yeah, that was all. Dude, just going to HQ for the first time was fucking sick.
Yeah, it really was. Mine was just I mean, I've only been full time maybe a year and a half at this point, but that was probably one of the happiest days of my life.
Yeah, easily one of the happiest days. I remember I thought I got hacked, or I thought Dave Portnoy got hacked. When he DM'd me, he's like, "Do you work here?" ? And I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" But when I told Eddie, he said, oh my God, that's like, I feel like your high school basketball coach and you just made the NBA.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was crazy. That was like one of the best moments. And then when I did pictures here and then they came out for like stool scenes. And then when like you asked me on the dog walk for the first time, those are like milestone moments, I think.
Yeah.
And then the foot thing, maybe. Could be up there.
That thing was great.
Yeah, that was
The
crazy.
thing was great.
You've opened up the gates on Hannah here. Anytime we've been out together, she just...
Or people are asking what's
people
up
want
with their feet.
people want the feet.
People want the feet.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's like the two things I get. Let me give you advice on how to fix your voice.
Uh-huh.
And what color socks are you wearing?
Okay, but can I give you a silver lining?
No, I like it.
Oh, that's good. Okay, good.
It's better than like, I don't know, someone being like racist towards me.
Well, no, just like you said, on your first ever appearance, you said you're tired of people guessing your Asian nationality.
Yes, and now
So-
people are just guessing what color sock I'm wearing, which is nice.
Yes.
And it's always black, guys. It's never going to be white.
Really?
You know this. You know this. You know this.
I guess.
Get your
think you know
grimy
something.
ass, white ass socks. Both of you.
Yeah, I got white
That
today.
looks like gray, and I know they're supposed to be white.
They're
No.
white and black, to be honest.
White and black.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think it's funny. But I go out with like heels on, so like my dirty little grubby paws are sticking out, so I get kind of self-conscious sometimes.
Yeah, but if you're self-conscious about it, just definitely hit a posh like 5 seconds into the episode with your feet.
Yeah.
That's a great way to lose a stigma.
Yeah, just
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. It was because you always want to, I guess, explore, because people only see the fucking highlight reel. You know, people don't know the fucking.
That you almost quit.
Yeah. People don't know that shit. And I was in the trenches with you for a while.
Yeah.
Like we were fucking right there.
Yeah, we were in your parents' basement.
Yeah, dude.
Right after you quit.
Right.
Or-
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Can you like recap that story? Because I don't know.
Essentially, I was like kind of like done, and I was like, I need to fucking like still do this, but not do it with them. Like I still need to keep my foot in that door and like keep doing content, like podcasting shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I hit up Danny and this other guy Tom, and we did a show, and we did it for what, 2.5 years, maybe?
Yeah, about 2 years, 100 episodes.
Yeah, and me and Danny, we did that show once a week. We took a nice little writing class together. We wrote some pilot. We did a bunch of cool shit.
I did not know you guys lived like a whole life before me.
But the thing was, we really didn't like. We had just met through that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Because Danny used to like shoot me a DM. He's like, "Hey man, I read a blog."
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I was offering to do this guy's laundry, basically.
But I was like, all right, like, but that's the thing, like, where I tell people how it's truly so rare where we grew up to kind of be into this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew he was one of the only ones that was interested in it. So I was like, all right, like,
Yeah, it's very hard finding someone to be fucking like serious about it.
yes. Yes.
And then I remember we ran into each other at Second City, actually.
Yes.
I'm like, okay,
yes.
he's pretty serious about it if he's like paying to take classes here.
Exactly.
And then from there,
that's just kind of what happened.
yeah, and then you got brought on. Did you see, I posted off Redline earlier, that the clip that you were referring to on behind the blog today of your first Bears versus Packers recap,
Yeah.
that was revealed in the Rogan podcast that was the Aaron Rodgers didn't say it, but we have internet detectives out there theorizing that was the game that Aaron Rodgers was on the perks for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah.
did not know that was the.
They did a whole bunch of like, well, it couldn't have been this game because he said that right before this conversation, and it all went to week 1, 2018, Bears versus Packers. I was at that game, actually.
Yeah.
And the night before that, me and you did a podcast in a old like hotel by our neighborhood after. And then the day after, you're just getting blogged about by Prez and
Yeah,
shit.
like it happened so fast.
A wild 48 hours for you.
Yeah, you just never know. You never know, and that's how. Yeah, that's kind of how it happened. So then I went that, and then I've always said, like, dude, once I get my footing, like, I'm bringing you in,
And I appreciate it. Yeah,
And so that's how kind of it happened. I was like,
it's been a great ride.
like, yeah, I got this guy. Like, he's pretty good at social media. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and I was just fucking like doing anything. I was like, we got to get this guy. He blogs, like, whatever.
It was good. I was lucky to have you on my side, and like you guys, It was like 4 personalities got hired and there was 0 behind the scenes guys.
Yeah, it was
which
wild.
is crazy to think
wild.
about. And so with that, you hired a video guy and then me shortly after.
Yes, and we're like, all right, figure it out. It's like, fuck.
Well, credit to you. I mean, you pretty much got me hired.
For here?
Yeah. I mean, you like sat me down. I don't know. Like, you like sat me down and was like, look, we like you. I'm going to stick my neck out for you. And then a month later, I get hacked Dave Portnoy DM. Do you work here? Which is crazy. So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are here, that means obviously.
Shout out Eddie. We appreciate it.
Shout out Eddie.
And Harry over there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Harry.
Hey, before we continue, I want to talk about my friends at Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. Danny, I know you're keeping an eye on those Harry Styles tickets.
I sure am. I have my eye on them, and Game Time helped us out this weekend with the Sox game.
Yeah.
And they gave everyone an opportunity to watch Dave whiff his first pitch. So thank you, Game Time.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Game Time, for that. Go check out some concerts. I know a lot of people. Carl went to the Luminaires last weekend. That looked great. And we are going to the Bears week 1, I believe. So Bears-Niners week 1, we'll see you there. And if you're not there and you want to be there, go use the Game Time app, and you'll be in there and ready to go. All you have to do is download the Game Time app, go to the account tab, and create a login and redeem code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Download Game Time, last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Simple as that, folks. Make sure you're using Game Time when you're looking to go out to events this fall. All right, let's get back into the episode. All right, cool. Anything else? I did want to transfer that into your little orangutan move with your feet, how the Asian squat.
Does everyone want to see it? Should I like...
What is the Asian squat for those at home?
You know when like Asians just squat? Like, I don't know how to describe it more than that. It's just like...
They just randomly walk down the street and decide to
We
squat?
don't take a knee. We don't sit down fully. Yeah. You just squat comfortably. Like, I'll see my dad smoking a cigarette in the backyard. Full squat. Just like doing activities.
You'll notice it. You'll notice it now that we brought it up.
I don't think I know what you're talking about. Like he's back against the wall squatting like midair?
No. Not even against the wall. Like you're just like squatting like a catcher and you're like having a cig. Like, you know, whatever. Like watch, she's doing it in her chair right now.
All right, someone do the color. All right, so you're like in a frog type position.
Yeah, like heels on the ground, just like.
Interesting. Why do they do that? Why don't they just find a seat or sit on the ground instead of just squatting?
I don't know, because we're like poor. I don't know. We can't just find a seat.
What do you mean? Like sit on the sidewalk, I'm saying.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's also toilets in Asia.
Yeah, where you have to squat.
Yeah, like there's not a bowl.
Now it just sounds like we're like, I look like I'm going to shit the entire time, but like it's just a comfortable way to sit. It's not like I feel like if you fully sit on the ground, that's like too comfortable. You could be like ready to move, ready for action anywhere.
But you just look like a crazy person if you're squatting.
No, Tom does it too. Tom can do the squat, but he also says his like pelvic floor is a little uneven or something.
But see, like he does that when he's like cracking his back. He's not like chilling out reading a book, just squatting. Air squatting.
It's just like an Asian thing, the Asian squat. Like imagine me as an old Asian man.
Yeah.
Like ripping a cig, like.
Donnie's talked about it before.
I guess. Yeah. I can see it.
And like a small grill, like for some reason, and like tools. Just like a bunch of things.
Do you pull out the Asian squat then? Will you do it?
I do the Asian squat sometimes here if I'm really stressed out. Just Asian squat and like finish up the social media thing I have to post.
Okay.
Here's what it says. You sit flatly on your feet, not on your toes, and lower your buttocks all the way down to your ankles with your knees slightly spread apart. It's people living in Asian countries for both practical and cultural reasons.
I don't know cultural exactly why. Like I don't know the roots of it, but I know it's like comfortable and I feel quick.
It says people from Asian countries are raised to sit in that position for resting or in substitute for either standing or sitting in a chair.
Yeah, it's probably better exercise. It creates some core balance.
That's interesting.
That is.
It's really fun. I mean, it's like, I do think it's like one of the most comfortable positions too.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I would never just like sit flat on the ground or like take a knee. Like I can Asian squat for like probably hours, it feels like.
It can't be.
I've done it for at least an hour before.
But like you're still using your muscles, so how could it be more comfortable than just sitting?
I don't think you're using your muscles like fully because you're like using all your gravity. Like my joints are pretty much like holding me up.
All right, but I mean, there's no way I can compete with just laying down, right? Laying down is the goat of just feeling comfortable.
But like you can't do shit when you're just like laying flat. Like I could be grilling and smoking a cig and like building a shed while squatting.
It's more multi-purpose, but not more comfortable.
Yeah, it's like pretty quick. Like you could pivot.
You could smoke in a bed. You know.
Smoke flat. Yeah. Ash right on your face by accident.
You also hit the posh when you go to the bathroom?
No. You asked this before.
You mean on the toilet?
On the toilet, I do not hit my posh.
Come on. Yeah, right.
That the risk of it falling in the toilet is not worth it.
What? 2% risk?
It's happened before.
How is it gonna one, get through that little space that you're not sitting on, and two, why would you even have it like over the toilet?
I've dropped
You'd be like leaning over the toilet.
When you turn
and
around to flush it, it can fall. I've dropped a whole ass jewel in the toilet before.
You leave it on your lap, and then when you get up, it falls in the toilet?
Maybe.
Too many people leaving shit on their laps and getting up, and there's an avalanche of their keys, their phone, their jewel.
Dude, I fucking hate that. My friend lives above me, and like I swear to God, 5 out of 7 nights, I just hear his batteries and his remote just fucking shatter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just scatter everywhere.
My roommate will do it with his posh like 9 out of 10 times. Like there's nothing you can do to teach him to like look at your lap.
Yeah, you just never learn.
Like your phone, like everyone brings their phone to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course.
Do you smoke on the shitter?
No.
Be honest.
I don't really even vape. Just sometimes I have it from her.
I had a Polish buddy in college, and he would always smoke cigs on the shitter, and he'd leave the door open.
Oh.
Yeah, and he just and you could always tell when he was there because there would always just be 2 cigarette butts in the toilet,
or the smoke alarms like going off like. Just
the batteries are well out of those by that,
Yeah,
college house, like there's no fucking smoke, there's no batteryless smoke alarms more than college houses.
Wait, he must have been done. So he's like, if he's ripping 2 cigs, his poop is done. His poop is well by done then, and he's just hanging out to hang out, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah, if the cigs are still in the toilet after, that means he wipes and everything, and then
flushes.
He puts the cigs.
He's a savage, dude. The guy's an absolute savage.
What's the need for the door open? Why is that?
Because he'd like to talk to people while he was doing it. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
It's like a social place. Yeah. It's like a...
What's going on, man? You driving to class today? Dude.
You want to rip?
Yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here. One, stop smoking while you shit, and then... I don't know. Wild time.
Did you ever like pass him a lighter? Like, was he ever that guy who's like, "Hey, someone grab me a lighter"?
I'm sure.
How was it living in a smoking section house as a non-smoker?
You're used to it, I guess.
Yeah, college, like we'd have parties in our back area, and it would just always smell like cigarettes the rest of the week, Monday through Thursday.
Like really, I think the only thing you could truly complain about in college is if there's like damage, because then you'll actually have to pay for it.
Sure.
But
like your room is like your safe space. You just lock that thing for dear life when you're having a party.
Exactly.
Just hope that your living room isn't completely pissed and shitted on come Monday.
Yes. Like if you're getting mad about sticky floors, it's like, just like go home.
Yeah, it's par for the course.
Yeah. Go home.
Did you ever get shit stolen out of your room? As a girl, I will admit, I used to steal a lot of stuff.
Wow.
Like what?
At frat parties. When I was like a freshman, like shirts. I tried to steal like this eagle statue once, but then shout out Sigma guy who locked up the eagle. It's kind of rude. Yeah, it was like really big, but I was like, I want it. But I would just like steal shit, and then I would go in their kitchen and just eat everything. I was a little menace.
Actually, that's funny you say that, eagle statue. I have like an artifact like that from my college house that I think is going to be coming to the office soon. It's a great, I don't know how it's made it this long.
What is it? Can you reveal it?
It's a beaver.
All right.
And this thing is heavy as fuck, and it's like we did something for our Hell Week that involved this beaver. This beaver named Baxter, and
like the alliteration.
Yeah,
Baxter
my buddy, one of the guys, the younger guys, and one of the frat, like this, we got kicked off campus, like all the shit just like scatters, nobody knows where it goes, and he sent a picture to his parents for Labor Day, And he's like, I thought this thing was a goner, but it was just in his parents' yard. And I'm like, dude, don't ever let them throw that out. If they want to throw it out, please bring it. We'll put it in the Barstool office. And he's like, all right, dude, I'm bringing it up. So
you have Baxter at your place right now?
No.
It still has his parents.
Yeah. But he might have brought it back up, though. So Baxter's a big time
What'd
guy.
you have to do? Eat wood?
No, we had to. This thing's fucking heavy. I almost want to tell a story when it comes, and I will save it for that because
you need props for the story.
Yes, exactly. Once you see him, and I tell you what we had to do, then you'll be like, oh fuck, all right.
I just imagine you building like a dam, dressed as a beaver, just like flooded frat house, just building a dam against like toilet water.
I wish we had to do that. Truly,
You wish it was that easy?
Yes, truly. I truly wish it was that easy.
Can't wait for Baxter.
Baxter's great. I'm very excited.
It's just what we need in this office.
It's just a fucking beaver sitting around. No, I'm excited for Baxter to come, though. It's going to be nice. You guys will like him. I promise. He's seen some shit, though. He's beat up a little bit. What else did we want to talk about?
Well, I was asking if you got shit stolen from your room.
Not that I can recall. Can I be honest, too? That's like one of my biggest fear of having a girl, too. Is that she's going to have a party and like people are not going to respect the fucking house. Do you remember how bad people were in high school? Danny?
Yeah. You were getting something stolen every time,
dude.
And it was like whoever was throwing the party was like nice enough to give you somewhere to drink in the winter and not be the woods.
Yes, exactly.
We threw one party. I remember begged my Asian parents to throw a party.
Your Asian parents as opposed to your American parents.
Holy shit. Yes.
What, when you were underage, you begged them to have a party?
And they did it. It was the biggest fucking regret ever. Someone was disrespectful enough to just rip up every single magazine in my bathroom. And just like, it was like a foot of just like ripped up paper and just like destroyed. And then I was fed up enough because my poor Asian parents, Annie and Antoine, just confused why this could have happened.
Were they there chaperoning the whole time?
Yeah, they were just like upstairs in their room.
Oh, Christ.
I know.
Yeah, it's no bueno. People will flood the toilets for fun.
Yeah, it was so disrespectful.
Like a 16-year-old boy is the most dangerous kind of human on earth.
Just pouring pine
Drunk
sol
boy,
in the
I
milk
should
and
say.
shit.
Yeah, like fucked up shit. And so I was like, everyone get the fuck out. This is not even fun.
Dipping in the milk. Someone threw a grill in the girls' pool.
What?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Anything is fair game. It's like John Mulaney has a bit, or he grew up around here, ironically. He says like his friend would steal family photos because it's the one thing that's not replaceable. It's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Dude.
That's so true. That's so true, though.
Yeah, but like, dude, people steal remotes. You know?
Yeah.
Just
That's
little bullshit things that are like so annoying.
Yeah, like not even break a window, but like break the latch of a window. So
Like,
it'll never lock again. Little shit like
making
that.
fun of the Asian artwork in our house. Like,
That's fucked
like
up.
so white.
Yeah.
This is such a white
Was it
community.
Was it predominantly white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty white. Pretty white. But like we always had that house, I think, because my parents are just like nice like that. My sister was like such a black sheep that I was able to have like my friends always sleep over. I remember we would like sneak out and drink, and that's like not bad compared to like what my sister did. The worst thing we did though was like sneak in like two way older guys.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh god.
How old were they?
Like we were like freshmen, they were like seniors.
Okay.
Okay, but it was high school.
High school.
Within legal limits.
Yeah,
It's
I
always
thought you
good.
fucking sneaking in 24-year-olds.
No, but like damn near. Like we snuck them into like we have our back room, and like downstairs is like part of it, like an outside house is like a sunroom. Snuck them in. It was like 2 a.m. and I kept lying to my dad. I was like, "No, we're making a present for you." Stupid as lie. Stupid as lie. Don't come downstairs. We're making a surprise for you. Obviously, fucking come downstairs with like
a granddaughter.
two guys, like looks like full adults. And he's like, "I'm calling the police." And then they like fucking ran. And I was like crying because I was just like really embarrassed mostly. But whatever.
Yeah,
that was the
tough.
worst I think I
Dude,
did.
yeah, that's the worst. Like when the parent did come home
So-
and break it up, you're like, oh damn, we gotta go. And I feel bad for these. Be like, it's gonna be a, just like,
Yeah, you feel bad for the friend.
yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Like they ran. I've never seen. They jumped the fence and ran because my dad's like, "I'm calling the police right now."
You got to.
Like an angry Asian dad.
You gotta run.
Yeah, they won't come back.
They never did.
Don't feed the bears. They'll keep coming in the windowsill.
Exactly.
So embarrassed. I get embarrassed thinking about it to this day.
But yeah, you can't have a girl have a party, man.
Have you ever snuck into like a girl's place? Like in high school?
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever gotten caught?
One time I got caught and it wasn't my fucking fault, and I was so mad about it.
You got caught in the girl's place. You snuck in, but it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well, technically, like I didn't get caught by her. Like I got caught by my parents. You know, and I had it all set up. I had like the fucking body pillow under the blanket. You know what I mean? Like everything looked great.
You had the sheets tied together going out your window.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had the Ferris Bueller record to play if the door cracks open, and whatever. And then it was bad. My mom was big on like insurance is void after curfew. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever heard that?
What?
I know what you mean, but no.
Like that was like a common threat. So when you were 16, like if something happened, if you got in an accident after curfew, you were insurance didn't matter anymore.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
Did you ever have that threat?
No, I didn't.
No? That was a big threat.
Wait, is that real?
Maybe.
That sounds like a
made
made-up thing.
It is real, Harry?
Isn't there a curfew in Illinois if you're 16?
Yes,
if
exactly.
you have a license?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was 16, and then once you're 17, you're good. Once I was 17, I could stay out till usually whenever. But like whatever, I wanted to go out back out. So I went out and I made up the bed or whatever, and then I saw a call from my mom at 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh, this is not good, And it was some fucking other asshole who was missing. He was like, he's like, the 16th District Chicago Police Department called my house, and they're like, is your son whatever? I was like, yeah, that's him. Like, oh, is he home? She's like, I think so. And then fucking went to go look, and they're like, he's not there.
God.
Yeah.
That was the worst. Your friends who had the parents who wanted to get involved.
Yes.
One time my friend got caught smoking cigarettes, and his mom calls my mom. I'm like, I wasn't even with this kid. Now my mom thinks I smoke.
Yes, exactly. That's what pissed you off when it's like you weren't even.
It's like, dude, keep it within your own family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't get me grounded for no reason.
That's like the good thing about like my Asian parents. Like, do not want to socialize with other parents at all. So it's like,
That's nice.
They're not calling before the sleepover to make sure it's happening. They're just like, all right.
yeah, and if they get called, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Like hangs up immediately.
I've told you that before. I do remember the first time I think we ever met, right?
Let's hear it. No.
No?
Oh, maybe. Let me hear it.
This guy, he was obviously he was 2 years younger than me. So I had a friend who had a little brother his age. And so he'd hang around sometimes at the parties, and we walk downstairs before the party even started. And this fucking savage, his buddy, he's laying on the ground, and his buddy's just pouring beer into his mouth from the top of the stairs.
He lived across the alley from me, so it was very easy just to sneak out. When I don't really remember that. I must have been young though. Mm-hmm. This was their house or a different house?
Derry's house. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was basically a weekend at Bernie's. This kid was gone for a weekend. And I'm like, hey, Dan, we're able to party here all weekend. It was just me and him.
Yeah. So you had to be a sophomore, and I was a senior.
No, freshman, I think.
You're a freshman. I was a junior.
I was like 15 years old.
Yeah, that makes sense then. But regardless, I was older, and it was like our party. But I was like, yeah, my little brother and his friends are gonna stop by. It's like, yeah. Throw them in the basement or whatever. Yeah. And just come down there. And it's like the two of them listening to Metallica. They're fucking pouring beer in this kid's
Some of
mouth.
this has to be fabricated. I don't think I was listening to Metallica when I was 15.
What an angsty version of Danny, I imagine. Just chugging beers.
That was the first time. I don't think I did know that. First impressions are everything.
I never told you that story?
I thought it was at their actual house that I would sneak over to.
Oh, no. I swear to God. It was Louis was pouring. Yeah.
Mom, if you're listening, it's all a lie.
Yeah, I swear to God. And I was like, all right, these fucking guys they're hyped, man. They're they're having beers in a controlled environment inside of the woods for the first time. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It was December too.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
I would love to have grown up with you guys.
It was wild, man.
The Midwest is wild, is what I've just noticed.
No, it's no, it's not. I mean, it wasn't that wild. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Maybe parts of it would be considered wild.
Like free fallish, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make your own fun.
Yeah, I mean the fucking West Coast. I feel like
you act like I'm sneaking out to surf or something. I'm not.
Yeah. Was that like a thing? Like, well, don't go to the beach. Like, it's dangerous at night.
I mean, we're not even close to the beach, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I guess people think I like just sneak out and surf and like fucking skateboard and.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it was like.
No, it wasn't. It was like, we lived in Pleasanton, and I would like, I remember I like just sneak out. We would walk everywhere, and we also had like this one older friend who would like pile us in the trunk. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But like a closed trunk.
The one guy, the guy with the license, the friend with their license.
Yes. And like the classic like UV blues, like your first drink.
Oh yeah.
And like you would just like, the weird thing looking back now is like we just hung out with like older guys and stuff. As a freshman.
That was a pet peeve of mine in high school.
When guys were stealing your girls?
Yes.
Girls your age?
I fucking hated
They all
that,
did
bro.
it though. Like we hung out with younger girls too, even at one point.
How much did you hate that though? I don't think we really. I guess kind of. We hung out with younger girls, but like
that for some reason I was just the move. Dude, we're sick of our girls. We're gonna hang out with girls from like the other grade school, and then you graduated to hanging out with the younger girls.
Yeah, but when the older dudes
they just didn't know your shit yet. You know, the girls your age already had you figured out.
Yeah,
you're a fucking scrub,
dude. Older guys in high school. That's the biggest red flag in the world, right?
What, stealing?
Yes.
Quote unquote stealing.
Yes.
Hanging out. Well, how it would work is one of them would date a girl your age, and then
the whole crew would have to hang out with them.
And then
like,
that leads to another one dating them, and then you're like, all
they
right.
were also like able to drive. Like that was like a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were freshmen.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't have it that bad where it was that big of a gap. It's usually just 1 year.
Yeah.
Freshman and the senior.
That's crazy.
Sorry, Dad.
It's like gross.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Oh my God! Now I realize it was like my friend's
That's like
brother.
an 18-year-old,
Yeah, it's
18-year-old
kinda
guy
fucked.
and like what 14-year-old girl.
Yeah,
Oh my God! It was.
it's young.
I see why my dad was mad.
I think like people get in trouble for that, right?
I mean, it is illegal.
Yeah, that's
14.
crazy.
I mean, you're 14 when you're entering high school.
Barely. Like my birthday's in like June, so like 13.
Damn, that's
gross. That's illegal. It's C, all the above.
yeah.
It was like my good friend's like older brother. Sorry, Andreas.
Oh no, Andreas.
We're name dropping.
And shot fucking Kyle.
Kyle, you know who you are.
Do you know Kyle, Dan?
Is that her? Is that one of her exes?
I'll let you. If you don't want to tell it, don't tell it.
This guy lost my fucking virginity too. His name was Kyle.
Okay.
How embarrassing.
He was a real Kyle, right?
Kyle wasn't.
So embarrassing.
Kyle wasn't stereotyped at that point yet. The
No.
name, you're good.
He like created the stereotype. Drink monsters, wore like flat top hats.
Oh, with
like,
fox hats.
Ooh, the monster hats.
Yeah.
Not monster hat, but like would always drink monsters and like.
He was the Kyle. He was actually a Kyle.
Can I just say the reason he's a dick is because when I lost my virginity, he said.
Oh no, Hannah, I'm scared. I already know the story and I'm scared.
Me too.
I just wanted to pocket your virginity. You could leave now.
God.
Went home in tears.
Oh,
See,
no.
that's like Hollywood bullying. You know how they're so mean on high school TV shows and movies? They're like, people aren't actually that mean in real life.
They are.
Then you hear something like that.
They
like,
are.
I just wanted your virginity, and he skirts
I
like
just wanna
a
pocket your
R-rated
virginity.
Bart Simpson. That's fucked up.
Like a villain.
He's
like
like the kid from Brink who fucking throws the rocks and
Yeah.
that poor girl goes down.
A Team X blade.
Yeah, exactly. That's tough. That's what I think of when I think of Kyle.
Yeah, so Kyle wasn't the nicest.
I'm sorry that happened, Hannah. Fan.
And I snuck out for it too. So my mom's like, where were you?
Yeah.
You came home crying.
I came home crying. She's like, did you have sex?
She knew? She just saw you crying and was like,
She knew right off the bat.
wow.
She just knew. She just looked at me. She's like, did you use protection? Like just so concerned. So
Were you like, God,
concerned.
no.
Did you was he a senior?
No, so he was my age. But he was like at my rival high school.
Oh, that's how you should have known.
Yes.
Again, you and the enemy.
Yeah.
UCLA guy was sucking your toes. Kyle's snatching your V card.
I don't shit where I eat is essentially what my thought process was.
What was Kyle's what was his team's mascot?
Falcons.
And what was yours?
the Dons, the Amador Dons.
Oh, dude, that fucking Falcon. He was just dying to take that Don V cards.
Yeah.
He, was just
He swooped down, grabbed you with his talons.
Oh my God.
He ran back with that Falcon flag and was like, I got another one. I got another one.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. And the worst part was, it's like, he was also into this the only other Asian in our town.
Oh, really?
So he definitely had like an Asian fetish. Now looking back, he definitely had an Asian fetish.
Damn.
Kyle.
how old were you?
Kyle.
That's how she told it with her fist up too.
I was 16, like the summer of right after my 16th birthday.
So after heading into junior year?
Heading into junior year, I think, yes.
Has the name Kyle been tainted enough to not want to name your kid that?
I think always.
It's one of the most, you think? It's one of the most, I'm not by the guy who stole your V card, just by, the monster memes.
Yes.
The douche starter pack.
They still go hand in hand.
Because Kyle's a very, popular, normal name, whereas, Karen's ruined, but not that many people were getting named Karen even before that. Kyle, though, I don't know. It might have already done its time as a meme name.
Kyle?
Yeah, it was pretty... That makes me laugh every time you do that.
Shake my fist. No, he was the stereotype, though. So he was very, yes, he wore, fox things and...
Affliction.
Yeah, he was... So, yes, I would never name my kid Kyle. I don't think anyone here will because of that.
You know what? I have a friend named Kyle, and he's, one of my nicest friends by far.
He's a nice guy.
He's a very nice guy. He's a great guy.
Mm-hmm. See, poor Kyle's like that shouldn't be suffering the stigma.
I'm sorry, Kyle, but Kyle.
Oh man, can we get Kyle on the pod?
I can't find him. I can't find his social media anywhere. I wanted to.
Remember when you
Remember when you said that?
Yeah.
And you know what the craziest part was? His family owned a hot dog shop, because they were from Chicago or something.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That'd be so great if we did a little video series where we like to catch a predator and we just walked up to him. We're like, hey, Kyle, do you remember this young lady? And
he's exactly the same. Yeah, I took her virginity.
I got you. Laughs in my face.
And we just did it to all of Hannah's.
Yeah, we're going John Tucker Must Die on the reverse.
Exactly. And go up to the UCLA guy. Hey, do you remember these toes, sir?
He licks his lips.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
He gets a war flashback. Just gazing into space.
Disgusting.
Might be unreal.
I've had some weird sexual experiences.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2 so far.
One each episode. I'll tell a story each episode.
How many episodes are we going to go? Don't answer.
Eddie inadvertently asking for your number.
Well, we've talked about it. We just never released it on the show.
Stop trying to guess my number in the comments, guys. It's always over under a certain number.
How do you feel about the guesses so far?
I can't say. One day I'll release the number.
One day. All right. That's up to you. I'm not asking that question. That was a joke question. That was a joke aspect.
Just kidding. I won't.
I'd rather give your...
My boyfriend would not be pleased.
Yeah, I'd rather give my credit card number out
than that.
And my sexual number.
Your social. All right, then. We could stop it here.
All right.
Fun talking, people.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Kyle.
All right. Bye, Kyle. Kyle, if you're out there, we'd like to talk to you.
Good fuck you, Kyle.
You're not in trouble.
You didn't mean to be rude like that.
Yeah. Well, you are in trouble, actually. No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe. All right, Danny, Hannah, Eddie, signing out. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with Big John the Mailman. You're back too, Danny.
Oh, that's right. I am.
Yes. Fun fucking episode as always.
Not as big as I thought.
Big John?
Yeah.
It's Big John, baby. He's just the man.
He's pretty big.
Yeah.
He's a pretty big guy. For you to say that, too.
Yeah,
he was towering over you.
Yeah.
He was so happy to see me. We've known each other forever. And he's delivered my mail forever.
If you saw him, you'd be like, all right, I could see him playing left tackle for Utah State or something. For sure.
He was talking to Hannah the whole time with just staring at her feet.
Your
face is up here.
You're accusing Big John as being a foot guy?
I am.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with Big John. We will see you then.